Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The decision has been made, and the coach will take.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Just steamrolling the defense. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Let's go.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. QB draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Flagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now facing a third and long. Might be looking to run. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And now the hit knocks it loose. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Knight. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sent it downfield. He's got it on the left. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Gators will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Big decision now for you on offense. You just gave up a negative play, right? You killed some momentum down here close to the goal line, but do you believe your guys can go out and execute the game plan in red zone offense early and really try to suck the energy out of the stadium?
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll give it to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella
turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the 2nd level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 20, he's got space. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
0.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. And he'll
let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Knight. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Gators. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's flagged away. Floating away. He'll throw it. Got his man downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The run from the shotgun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Gators headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Florida! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Quarterback on the keeper. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's reeled in. It's heavy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple yards.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On the run, fires downfield. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Inside the 10-yard line, it's shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
To the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Got his man, fighting off the defender. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
And some room to work. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes a grab right down the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
To the air, it's Glagway. He's moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Hawkins. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Gators. And the comeback is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got it behind the line. It's Maryland. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Under fire. Makes the grab on the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Quarterback running on the draw. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
They're going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Mustangs just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Might as well stick with him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage.
He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The offense changing the play. Still looking on the move. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here, and this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,